friends, welcome to the video. Join me as I organize, cook, bake, and do tons of other fun homemaking stuff. So today I decided that I wanted to cook up this turkey because I had got this little turkey and it wasn't big enough for like a family event. So I thought I would just cook it up and pull the meat off the bone for some different recipes. So it just got done this evening and the house smells so yummy, and I know it's dark in here, but it looks so beautiful and the skin is so nice and crispy. So I'm gonna take this bird and pull the meat apart for some yummy recipes that I'm gonna do this week. So I just took the bird out and put it into this pan, and I tasted it and it's so yummy. And the last one I cooked was not good, so I wish that I had done this one instead for Christmas. That's for sure. This one's so beautiful, and look at all the beautiful juice for gravy. So I'm gonna pick some of this off the bone and save the bones. The bones are great for making bone broth and different things. I'm going to get gravy out of this, and sometimes you can get a turkey like this, a utility turkey, for on sale after Christmas, which is what I did, and there's so much more meat on this than a chicken. So I can, if these came on sale and you bought and you have room in your freezer for turkeys, it's a really great thing to get some small ones to just cook up during the year for meat. And you can pull this off and make so many recipes with it because there's just so much meat and it's so tender. This one is just so nice. I can't wait to pick it apart. I think I might even make some turkey salad on crackers. That would be so yummy. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get a lot of meals out of this, and I'll share some of the recipes that I make with it and see how much I get. But that's a really great budget-friendly way to get a lot of meat. And it only took 2.5, 3 hours because it's quite small. So I will keep you posted on that. Last night I had cooked up that big turkey, and today, or the night before, and then so last night I made a stir fry with it, a turkey stir fry, like instead of chicken. And now I'm making turkey salad for crackers and to make on a salad with some lettuce and stuff for lunch. So that's gonna be really yummy. There's so many ways I can use this, and I still have a huge amount. I think I'm gonna make like turkey pot pies or something, I'm not sure. There's just so much left. I also got all of these organizers that I'm going to use to organize my dresser, and some of these cool bigger ones for socks, bras, and underwear. So I thought that was going to really help organize this drawer. So these ones are really cool because they have a zipper on the back. And these are just from Amazon, and same with those cute lunch boxes. And these ones aren't as good quality, but I think they're going to work out great for socks and underwear in those, and then maybe one of these could be shirts. I'm not sure, but I want to go through and organize my drawers because I just finished organizing that linen closet, which you probably saw on my stories. And I'm trying to do things with little or minimal purchases. So the linen closet I did with nothing. I didn't buy any new bins or anything, but these I did get because I've always wanted to have the stuff separated. So I think once I get the bras and things in these, they will sit nice. And I got quite a few things for socks because I do have a lot of socks, because up here in the north we use a lot of winter socks and then a lot of summer socks and workout socks. So I'm not really liking these soft ones because these ones here are structured and things lay in them really nice. But this, they just flop all over and the bottom isn't secure. So I really don't like these ones, and I got quite a few. Hey Larry, are you laying in all the mess? So I'm excited to use this one. I'm not sure if I'm going to use that for bathing suits or belts or socks or what. I might need to get another one of this. But so far I just used a Tupperware bin for bathing suits, and this one worked really nice, and so did that one. I'm pretty happy with the way this turned out. I was able to put all my belts in one, some bathing suits in another. These are all like soft style bras, and these are more formed in those things, so that drawer turned out really good. Now I'm going to work on my t-shirt drawer. So as you can see, this drawer is like bursting. I can't even pull it out. I did have things somewhat in bins, but I want to take them out because they're just taking up, they're just too full. I need to get rid of stuff first. So this is embarrassing. I have to fit all of these t-shirts somehow. That's all socks, but all these t-shirts somehow in these bins. This should be interesting. I definitely have to get rid of some stuff. Anything like this that reminds me of the hospital, I want to get rid of. I do have, but it's only for hanging things, and in the bottom I keep all my yoga pants and stuff like that, and stretch pants. So, and this is like a place where it's all things are hung up, so that I have to be able to get it into one drawer. So this is going to be a challenge. So these big t-shirt ones, they work really nice, even though they don't have a firm side. I'm pleased with them, so maybe I can make those other little ones work the same. I just have to fill them fuller. So now I only have one of these t-shirt ones left, and I still have all these t-shirts and tank tops. So I do have a big pile I'm getting rid of on the floor. Everything is a mess because I'm throwing things into piles, and I've already have one garbage bag in the front. So I'm going to keep working, and maybe I can get these little tank top ones into these. Hopefully that will work. Okay, I think I'm done. I didn't color code it, and these don't look as nice in these bins that have the soft sides, but these t-shirt ones work pretty well. I've already got one in there, so I'm gonna get the rest in. So it looks pretty good with them all in there. Even these soft-sided ones aren't too bad, but these are kind of hard to get in and out. I wouldn't recommend those soft ones at all. So 2 drawers down and just my socks to go. So the sock organizer thing is amazing. I love this. And I've got my regular just casual pants and yoga pants all in here. It's not that super organized, but I've got all my shorts done and the t-shirts all organized, and I still have room for this last one that will go here when I need it. And then I've got this all organized with the belts, bathing suits, things like that. So I feel like this was a really good day. I got lots of organizing done, and I am on to the next project. But I'm probably going to go sit down and have a cup of tea first and have a break. But all in all, I think it turned out really good. Today I wanted to start some seeds, like germinate some yummy salad topping seeds. So I started this seed type called Sprout Seeds Organic Super Spicy. So I'm really excited to kind of see what happens. This is only day 2 and it says day 5 they will germinate. So a couple more days and I should start seeing them fill the jar. I did these a year or 2 ago and I did 6 different varieties and they were so yummy. So I can't wait to have some sprouts for on top of sandwiches and salads. And all I did was, all you have to do, they're so easy. You just rinse them and then drain them really well, and then rinse them and drain them really well, and then every day you rinse them and drain them twice with cheesecloth, and then the whole jar fills up, and they're so beautiful. They look pretty and they taste so good and they're so fresh. So as long as you keep changing the jar out and you won't get any mold, but other than that, you have to be really cautious for the mold thing. Other than that, they're super easy. People start them in trays too, but I haven't done that type in a long time. I think I have done that type when I had multi, because I've done them other than in a jar, but this is the way that I remember doing it last time. So we got another huge dump of snow outside, and that's really good for the snowpack in the mountains. So as much as it sucks to kind of have to be shoveling and plowing, it's really good for us to have. But just the other day I was walking out to the greenhouse and going through some pots underneath the beds and looking at what I need to organize in the spring, and it was so nice. It just felt like spring already. But anyway, here we are with a little bit more snow. So today I better get to my day. I have lots to do. Yesterday my granddaughter was here and we baked really yummy cookies, sugar cookies for Valentine's Day, and she just loved it. She just thought it was so fun, and we baked them and then she helped do all the sprinkles. And I just want to share with you, because this recipe, I've made sugar cookies a billion times, but this recipe turned out so nice. Like, it was the nicest to ice and the nicest cutouts. They cut out so easy and beautiful. And I got this recipe book, Martha Stewart Cookies, from a thrift store, and it was the best recipe for sugar cookies I've ever used. It was these cookies, the sugar cookie cutouts, and I'll close up on the recipe and you can screenshot that if you want. It's a fantastic recipe. And this is the icing, royal icing, and it stayed so nice, as you can see inside of the cookie. It was so good. They were so yummy. They are so yummy, and we can't stop. This is all that is left. And there was probably 4 times this amount, but although I did send her home with 24 cookies for her and mom and dad, so they were quite excited about that. But this was just a fantastic recipe, and it says to also firm up in the fridge, and so I doubled it. And then what I did was I put the half in the fridge, that I cut the dough in half when it was done, and rolled out half and put the other half in the fridge, and then I brought the other one out. So it was only out for about 10 minutes, or in the fridge for about 10 minutes. And the first bit wasn't in the fridge at all, and they still worked perfectly good, and they still rolled out really good. So I'm really excited about these. They're so pretty. So this book was such a score. I can't wait to try all the other recipes in it. It looks so good. And of course I'm a Martha Stewart kind of fanatic anyway, and so I'm always looking for her books at garage sales and things, as well as thrift stores. Her recipes are so tried and true. Just love it. But this was just one of the books that I don't have yet, so I'm so excited about having this book now. This is just one that I had been really excited to pick up. So many things, so many neat things to try. So today I want to make some hearty supper so that I have some leftovers to pack in Jamie's lunch. And I decided I was going to make taco soup. So I'm just kind of frying up this beef, a couple pounds of ground beef, and I'll share with you what else I put in here. It's a little bit frozen still, but it's coming. So in the meantime, I really want to make a coffee because I I need coffee. So this, yes, I know I'm on a decaffeinated instant coffee kick. Not everybody's jam, but that's where I'm at in my life right now. So I just love making my coffee in this little frother. So it's so handy, and I don't have to use the hand frother anymore. So I just put a 1/4 cup milk in here, and then I turn it on, and it heats it up, spins it around, and I can top my coffee with it. So I'm just going to add hot water. This is so easy. I kind of cheat, but you know what? If I make myself an entire coffee pot of fresh coffee, I will drink the whole thing. This way I only have 2 cups, and I make it super yummy, and I want to drink it, and it tastes really good, and I can make it as strong as I want. So it's still spinning. I just love this thing because it heats it up at the same time. So nice. It's all finished now, and it looks so nice. So all I have to do is, I just love making coffee this way, and first I pour in the milk and then top it, and it makes just such a nice, that's only a 1/4 cup of milk, and it makes such a nice delectable cup of coffee. So I'm going to drink that while I make the rest of the food. So if you're interested in this cute little thing, I'll just put a link down at the bottom on where you can find it on Amazon. It's great. This one has lasted me a year already, and I've had one before that only lasted like a month, and it burnt out. So that one seems to be a really good one. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to get some snacks, breakfast food in the fridge for grab and go kind of snacks, and also for lunches. I need to make some high protein little snacks, and these egg bites are just perfect. So that's what I'm making first while we are browning that ground beef for our taco soup. And I still need to go downstairs and find the black beans that I thought I had. But so first of all, I'm just using a tub of cottage cheese, and I'm going to add a 1/2 teaspoon or so of salt and pepper. Oop, maybe a little more was actually 1/2 teaspoon. And then I'm going to use 8 eggs. So I'm just going to crack these in. 1, 2, 3. These are all our farm eggs that are super fresh, so they are so beautiful, and the yolks are such a nice orange. Even though the chickens, it's winter, and normally the yolks aren't this warm because they're not out foraging like they normally are, but this winter they are. We have had such a mild winter and hardly any snow. They've been able to go ahead and eat grass and everything else all year already. So now I'm just going to really blend this. I'm also going to add a little bit, I've got about half a cup of cheddar cheese here, that I grated from last night's dinner, and I'm going to grate a bit more for the tops of this. So I'm just going to add that in. I just looked out the window and it's snowing again. I don't know if you can tell, but I was hoping this would melt. I was really hoping this would melt because I have a lot of things to do in town tomorrow. And the roads apparently are really slippery right now. You can see the snow. Whoa! Just fell off the roof. That's what it does everywhere, except usually it comes down and you can hear it. It sounds like a aircraft taking off. It's so loud, but this is such light snow. It's just falling off. So now all you have to do is grease 12 muffin tins. Pretty good if you don't have a well-seasoned pan. And take your blender mix and divide it equally between the muffins tin rounds, and you can fill them pretty full because later when they're done cooking, they shrink up. They puff up and then they shrink again. Oh, am I gonna be short? Or I don't know. Oh, that is just perfect. So now I'm just gonna add a little bit of cheddar cheese on top of each one. Looks good. That looks great. And now all you got to do is pop them in the oven at 350 for like 25 minutes and they're good to go. This is an awesome make-ahead meal because you can put these in the freezer and just take them out the night before if you're on the go. I better stop or I'll just load these. But those look really good and they'll be done in no time. And then we have a bunch of healthy, high protein little breakfast treats that we can eat whenever we need, whenever we want. Any time of the day, actually. While my little egg bites are cooking, I'm just seasoning a couple pounds of ground beef for my taco soup. And I might add some more salt and pepper towards the end, but I just want to give them an initial seasoning. So I've gathered some of the ingredients. I still have to go downstairs and grab, I'm just using my homemade canned tomatoes, some corn, some little green chilies, red pepper flakes, taco seasoning. I'm gonna add this bag of kale in that I had just for heartiness. I've just got some celery salt and some onion soup powder. I want to fry up real onions and garlic still, and I want to find my beans. So I'm going to go look for those first. So this is all nice and fried up. Now I'm going to add about 10 cups of water. I'm probably going to add about 10 cups more water. I just first want to get all that good stuff off of the bottom. But I like to fry my beef in the same pot that I want to cook my my soup in, because then all the delicious flavorings come out because they're on the edge of the pot, and then you get all that goodness. So now I'm going to add 10 more cups, so that's 20 cups altogether of water. It's going to make a huge batch, so you can freeze some in a container and take some out on a night that you don't feel like cooking. And all you have to do is make garlic bread or something as a side, or a salad, and it's perfect. So this is my homemade stewed tomatoes, which are more like crushed tomatoes. And I'm going to put 2 quarts of these in. And I'm going to rinse that out in my jar so I get every little bit. And I don't want any tomato chunks because picky people don't like tomato chunks. Oh, you guys. If you hear me lagging in my voice, oh my gosh, I'm having hot flashes so bad today. It's just ridiculous. Good grief. I am like hot, cold, hot, cold. But anyway, it's already coming together. Those tomatoes too were so fresh when I canned them. They're all from the greenhouse last summer. So they're gonna make this taste so good. Also, my secret ingredient that I put in everything is, whether it's chicken or beef, is this organic better than bouillon. And I'm gonna put a huge scoop of this in there for beef, extra beef flavor. Also, my secret ingredient that I put in everything is, whether it's chicken or beef, is this organic better than bouillon. And I'm gonna put a huge scoop of this in there for beef, extra beef flavor. So I'm big about using what you have, and I went and I do not have the the black beans that I wanted to add, because I used them in my chili. So I am going to use one of my cans of chili that has assorted I'm going to use 1 can of my homemade pork and beans, which is all just different kinds of beans in it to make up for that. But use whatever you have, like use whatever beans you have. And then I'm going to add corn, probably 2 cans or some frozen, these little green chilies, red pepper flakes, and this bag of kale. And then I'm going to let it simmer for a while. I ended up adding half a cup of green lentils as well, and it's looking so yummy. It's got to cook down, and you can use kale, spinach, whatever you want to hearty it up, or you can leave it out. Most recipes don't use any of that greens, but I like to add that just for health purposes. So that will all cook down, and it's just going to be so yummy. And then we can test it and see what kind of flavors that we need, if we need to add more taco seasoning, or if it's perfect, or whatever. Let's check on those little egg bites. Oh my goodness, they look so good. Okay, they're not quite done. They still have 6 minutes left. Those are going to be so yummy. Just want to quickly share with you, this isn't a sponsor or anything, but we bought this Ninja air fryer off Amazon, and we have used this thing probably 100 times in the last couple months. We just love it so much. It's so cool because you can fit 6 hamburger patties in here, French fries, wraps. You can cook so much stuff. I've done meatballs in here. I just want to share it. It's like one of my new favorite quick kitchen gadgets that's bigger than a gadget, I guess. And I just love it. It's so awesome. It heats up super fast, and the amount of stuff you can put in there, and he makes bacon in this thing like non-stop. You can just, it's so easy to clean too. It's got this great tray that comes in and out, and if you want, it also comes with like a roasting thing. I haven't even tried that yet, but it comes with like a roasting grill on there. It's so amazing. It's like the best purchase that we've done in a long time. I'll give you an Amazon link in the description box below for this guy, because it has saved me so much time. I absolutely love this thing. Anyways, let's check on this delicious soup. Ooh, that looking so good. This is like my healthy version of taco soup. I think it's gonna have really good flavor. So I'm just gonna let this simmer for half an hour or so and then we'll taste it. It's still snowing, oh my goodness. That means, uh-oh, you guys want in? That means it's gonna be, the roads are gonna be bad. Yep. Still snowing. But that's okay, we're staying nice and toasty with the fire. I forgot to share too that I did use this garlic spread and put a good shake into the soup, and it makes a really nice seasoning besides just making garlic spread. You can use it in soups and all sorts of things. So that making it have some really nice flavor. Okay, our egg bites are done. And they look beautiful. So I'll let those cool. Unfortunately, they're puffed up now and they do puff down, but what a great little snack and breakfast item that you can pop and make ahead and have handy in the freezer if you want, or in the fridge. You guys, I just tasted this soup and the flavor is amazing. So I'm not adding anything else. It's perfect. I'm just gonna simmer it probably for a couple hours and let it get even yummier. And that's gonna be supper tonight. Probably going to make a little bit of garlic toast with this, or a salad that I'll do at the last minute. And otherwise that'll sit here and simmer for the few hours before supper, and it's making the house smell so good. So now I want to make these banana cupcakes. You can screenshot this recipe if you want. Otherwise I'll try and leave it remember to leave it in the comments or in the description box below for you. But this is going to be a really yummy dessert and great for lunch snacks. I will be substituting this shortening for butter. And other than that, and I'm not making any frosting for them. Just so I'm making a healthier version, but they look so good. Got to get these going. The reason I chose this recipe is because I had all these bananas left over that are kind of going ripe. I eat a lot of bananas and I probably eat 2 bananas a day, honestly. I love them so much. But so I always make sure I have lots of bananas, but then when they go ripe, I do not waste them. So I'm doubling this so I can put some in the freezer, and then I will have lots as well for lunch snacks and make ahead food. So the more you make in batch cooking, the more you can freeze, but you don't want so much stuff that your stuff is getting freezer burnt. You want to make sure to rotate everything. So I am adding some cinnamon and nutmeg, which the recipe doesn't call for, but I thought it would be delicious, and I always put that in my homemade banana bread, so I'm going to add it here. I'm also adding chocolate chips to it to make some chocolate chip banana. So I'm kind of altering the recipe a bit, but it's still going to be so good. So all I've changed was I changed the shortening to butter. I added nutmeg and cinnamon and about a cup of chocolate chips. Now I'm going to bake them. They look so good. mixer makes such a mess. I love it, but, well, I make the mess, but the mixer, see, there's always flour everywhere. The bowl is so small. I've had it for like over 15 years. And so I'm so excited I'm getting a new one for Valentine's Day. It's not a KitchenAid, but I wanted one with the lid that covers, that clear lid that comes down so flour and everything doesn't go all over the place, because I'm usually always doubling batches. So I ordered something and I picked out something with a way bigger bowl, and I'll let you guys know how it is if I like it, and then I'll recommend it to you. But I want to try it first. So now I'm just going to get this scooped up, all of the batter, into these pretty muffin tins. And these are just some cute, I love using these parchment liners. You can also overspray with like cooking oil so stuff doesn't stick as well, but I'm not going to today. I'm just going to fill my cups. So this is the cookbook that I got the recipe from, in case you're interested. It's got some amazing recipes. I got hooked on Taste of Home through my Auntie Elsie, who's passed away now. She used to order me this subscription and for my birthday every year, and I just cherish that. This I used to make all the time. It's amazing. But there's so many good recipes in here. So I just thought I'd share the book with you in case you ask what book that is. And that is The Ultimate Comfort Food, Taste of Home. And I've had it a long time, so I don't know if they have it anymore. But I'll try and find it so I can link it for you in the description box. So let's pop these in the oven and get them baking. I can't wait to try one. It says 18 to 22 minutes, so I'm gonna start it at 18, check them, and 18 minutes, and then go from there. And our soup looks amazing. It's almost that time of day where I have to turn the light on. There, now you can kind of see it coming together. The kale is all cooking down, simmering, and I taste tested it, so it's just perfect. So I'm just simmer this on low and wait for these guys to bake. These are all bagged up and ready for the freezer. And you can always make a double or triple batch and have some in the fridge. But these are all ready for lunch snacks, and they're a good punch of protein. So these little egg bites, definitely give them a try and let me know in the comments if you do. I'd love to hear from you. They're so good. And you can do them so many ways. You can add chives, ham, bacon, sausage, ground sausage fried up, anything you want. They're really endless of the ideas that you could do. These just popped out of the oven and they look fantastic. They even bounce back. They're done. Well, that was a great week. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I just have a wonderful time reading your comments, and I hope you enjoyed the videos. Please consider subscribing if you like my videos, and I can't wait to see you on the next one. Leave me a comment if you try any of these recipes, or if you want to say hello and tell me where you're from. I would love to hear. Thanks so much, and I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of the week. Bye, friends.